panel today?
Yeah, I did. I had a panel last night, which was pretty fun. It was just simple, short, quick panel, and then we did the match game show with a couple of the other voice actors, which was crazy, but it was a lot of fun. And then today we did a panel, which was a little longer voice actor panel where we were talking about funny stories that happened on the way to the booth or things like that. So.
Well, since you did mention funny stories,
Yes.
I always ask my guests, what is the most memorable experience in your career? Whether it could be a funny story or something incredible.
It's been just being in this business. I started when I was 6 years old, and now I'm 24. So just being able to remain in this business is like my main source of income and work. It's pretty cool, and I'm doing what I've always wanted to do, and doing voiceover for anime has just been such a huge part of it that's allowed me to continue working and doing film work or television work when it comes through. It's a little more steady doing voiceover stuff. I don't know. There's been so many crazy things that happen. I worked with Claire Danes in a film, and I worked with Frank Darabont. He directed me, and Richard Linklater, and then Ethan Hawke directed me. So it's all those like surreal moments. And then just crazy things when I come to conventions that people are so enthusiastic about my character, and they're like, I love this show. It's the most important, this role like changed this moment in my life. And I'm like, that's insane. Thank you. That's such a gratifying experience. And I can't take credit for it because I just voiced the character and it was already written. And they're like, no, but the way you said this, and I really connected with you. And that's such a cool thing about getting to be in the business of entertaining people. As much of it is entertainment, it's like relatability. And there's so many films that I've been, that I'm like, that totally helped me get through the week because I was able to relate to that character and what you said. And it's just the culmination of a writer, an actor, a producer, everything happening all at the same time, which is really cool. And I guess last weekend was a really cool moment. I was in Ohio, and we were doing a charity auction to raise money to fight cancer. And we had 3 panels that were based on the shows that we'd worked on. So we had like the Soul Eater panel and the Hitalia panel and the Black Butler panel. And I have worked on all 3 of those shows. So I was like pitting all of the panels against each other. I was like, somebody's got to win, and I got to be on the winning team. And everybody's like, you are going to be on the winning team. I was like, shh, it's going to be this panel. And the first panel raised $200, and the second panel raised $225. And the third panel, the director was there, and he was like, I really want this to win. It's my favorite show. And we had like 2 cards with like 2 signatures on them, and the other ones had like 30 signatures. We're like, we're not going to get more than like $50. Well, the first item we got up to like $115, and then people started saying, okay, I'll help him by whatever he won the item, but I'll give $60 and I'll give $100. And by the end of the panel with the 2 items, the panel alone had raised $1,300 in 2 pins in less than an hour. And it was like one of the coolest moments, I think. All of the voice actors were crying, and it was like just to witness such humanity and kindness and generosity under the umbrella of anime fans that like banded together to win and fighting for the same cause together. It was so amazing. They were like, we're Team Black Butler, we could do this. And so I was like, this is the infamous 1,302 pins panel. So that was really a cool moment as well.
Well, since you mentioned a lot of your current projects, I gotta ask, are you working on any projects currently or anything upcoming that
I am.
Get excited
yeah,
about?
Definitely. I was just announced to be playing Shauna in Shakugan no Shauna. That I think they said something about, well, the first season, that's the classic first season, that I did not work on, is being re-released, and then we're doing the movie and the OVA, and I think that somebody said that was in November, December, or something like that, I don't know. But it's on Funimation.com, they'll have all the information with that. Fairy Tale, I play Lucy in that show, and we just got announced to have, somebody said 50 more episodes, which is awesome. So Todd Habercorn will be getting a tattoo once we finish those 100 episodes. And Steins Gate. I worked on it, play Suzuha on that show, which is an amazing show. It's one of my favorites about time travel and really makes your brain work, but it's a great, great, great show. So check that one out. And Panty and Stocking, I just worked on, but that's still pretty relevant. I was Knee Socks in that show, which was super fun, getting to play a villain, and being Colleen Clinkenbeard's sister, which is always a very complimentary experience when Colleen's like, yeah, you're in the show with Jamie Markey and Monica Rial and me, and we're the 4 girls, and I'm like, wow, one of these people does not fit in this mold. You guys are like iconic women of voiceover, and then there's like little sister tag-along Cherami, which is kind of cool that I got to be part of that group. And working on some on-camera stuff, I did a film called Beyond the Farthest Star a while back, and we are slowly but surely approaching distribution time, so I think somebody said that was going to be early next year, which should be pretty cool. And then there's other projects that I can't talk about, some video games and other things, which I would love to talk about. But yeah, so that'll be fun.
Okay, so to wrap up this quick interview, because I know you're very busy.
Oh yeah, no worries.
Any tips for anyone interested in voice work?
Sure. I think the most important thing, and I'm not even going to limit it to voice work, I'm just going to limit it to being in the industry, being an artist or being anything in the arts. I would say really, really, really make sure that it's something you're really passionate about and that you love doing, because I'm sure you guys, as being in this business, have heard way more no's than you've heard yeses. And I still get told no probably 5 times a day, and yes maybe like once every 3 weeks. And but I love what I do. I love every aspect of the business. And somebody told me to diversify what you're doing as much as possible, which I think that's amazing advice. And an example of that would be if you want to be, like I want to be an actor, so I've started like making jewelry and doing all things that are artistic that will keep me busy while the acting work isn't coming, or working at an agency, or working in casting or writing or things like that. And don't let anybody who says that you can't do it dictate how you're going to live your life. Because if I had $1 for everybody who told me all the things that are wrong with me, and then around the corner you'll find somebody who says all the things that they think are wrong with you, I think are what makes you right for this. So everybody's different, and if you love what you do, there's always a place for everybody in this business. So just keep going and enjoy it, love it, and appreciate every moment that when things go right. Say thank you. You got to thank somebody.
Yeah.
So.
Well, thanks, Cherami, for your time.
Absolutely, thank
I really
you.
appreciate it.
It's great to meet you guys.
And we'll see you guys later.
Bye.